Play at a glance, a strong El Niño is expected to remain in place throughout this winter. El Niño winters tend to be snowier than average in parts of the South and Mid-Atlantic. El Niño is likely to continue throughout the winter, which could affect how much snow different parts of the U.S. collect this season. What is El Niño and how strong is it? This periodic warming El Niño, the equatorial eastern and central Pacific Ocean, first developed in June, making it the first El Niño more than 4 years. Since the end of August, warm temperature anomalies have risen above the strong El Niño threshold of at least 1.5 degrees Celsius warmer than average. Deviations of sea surface temperature from the average during the last week of September 2023. El Niño is highlighted with orange arrows. Why is this strip of warm ocean water important? El Niño and its cooler counterpart, La Niña, can affect weather thousands of miles away in the United States and around the world. Because most El Niños peak in late fall or winter, they can have their strongest effects during the colder months of the year. In general, classic El Niño winter tends to be wetter than average across much of southern United States, from parts of California to Carolinas, due in part stronger, more southerly jet stream line. In much of the northern U.S., a stronger El Niño tends to lead to a warmer winter. Typical effects of a stronger El Niño from December to February in North America. We examined snowfall data since 1950 for nearly 4 dozen U.S. counties where sufficient data are available and where snowfall is typical at least once a year. We grouped these seasonal snowfall totals into El Niño, La Niña, and neutral seasons. For most locations, 26 El Niño, 25 La Niña, and 22 neutral season snowfall data were available. The map below shows the impact of El Niño over a 73-year period. You can see the north-south divide. Winters are generally at least slightly snowier than average across the south, but less snowy than normal in the northern tier. Yellow-blue dots indicate locations with lessmore snow, respectively, during El Niño seasons based on National Weather Service data since 1950. The aforementioned turbocharged southern jet stream path generally brings a wetter winter to much of the south. If there is enough cold air, it may fall as snow more often than usual. Less snowfall in north, meanwhile, is typically due to the polar jet stream redirecting north toward western Canada, keeping region warmer and/or drier than normal. What provides the snowiest season? In map below, we show whether El Niño, La Niña, or the neutral season produces most snow. In some of these places, the difference between El Niño, La Niña, and neutral season snowfall is small, but a similar pattern exists. El Niño tends to be snowiest in south, including Colorado's Front Range, as well as from the Carolinas to mid-Atlantic. La Niña is snowiest in the Cascades and northern Rocky Mountains, northern New York, and much of